Nanny Fay finally surfaces after Todd and Julie Chrisley prison release. The Chrisley family has been making quite a few headlines following Todd and Julie's presidential pardon. However, Todd and Julie aren't the only ones fans have been wondering about since the news. Recently, fans have been wondering about Todd's mother, Nanny Fay, and a recent clip online has given them an answer. Many fans were introduced to Nanny Fay thanks to Chrisley Knows Best fans know Nanny Fay Chrisley as the mother of Todd Chrisley on the USA Network series, Chrisley Knows Best. Over the past few years, however, fans have also seen various legal issues impact the family. Back in 2022, Todd and his spouse, Julie, were found guilty on various charges, including tax evasion and bank fraud. However, in 2025, the two were granted an early release after receiving a pardon from President Donald Trump. Since the news has come out, fans have been following various news stories concerning the family, such as Savannah Chrisley addressing rumors during a press conference with her father. One family member that fans had especially been wondering about at this time is Nanny Fay. Recently, on Instagram, Kyle Chrisley, Todd's son with his ex-wife Teresa Terry, shared a video that answered these fans' concerns. During the clip, Kyle and Nanny Fay decided to have a little fun. The video paid tribute to a popular internet meme. The two mouthed along to audio from the Dr. Phil show, in which a young woman, Danielle Peskowitz-Bregoli, got into an argument with her grandmother. The clip would soon become an internet meme after Danielle became known as the rapper and internet personality, Bad Baby. In the Instagram video, Kyle mouthed along to dialogue from Danielle. Nanny Fay naturally mouthed along to the grandmother's dialogue, notably mouthing, "I'm your grandmother." Taking to the comments, many fans shared their reactions to seeing Nanny Fay in the video. A few fans also shared they were happy seeing Kyle and his grandmother get along so well to make the video together. Some comments included, "The magnolias were in bloom again in Nashville, and as if on cue, the world got its first glimpse of the one and only Nanny Fay Chrisley, a woman equal parts Southern sass, unfiltered honesty, and unwavering matriarchal heart." After months of near-total silence, fans and family alike were clamoring for a sign. Where was Nanny Fay? How was she holding up? And more importantly, what did she really have to say now that Todd and Julie had finally walked out of prison? On a warm Tennessee morning, with her leopard print sunglasses perched high and a red Solo cup in hand, contents undisclosed but suspiciously festive, Nanny Fay made her grand re-entry into public life. She wasn't about to let Todd and Julie's release overshadow her own show-stopping moment. No, sir. If there was ever a time for Nanny Fay to strut her stuff, metaphorically or otherwise, this was it. She rolled up in a golf cart she had personally christened the Bourbon Bullet, a tricked-out little machine complete with fringe tassels, a sound system blaring Conway Twitty, and, of course, a custom license plate that read, "Paparazzi and reality TV insiders knew that where Nanny Fay went, ratings followed." But the woman herself seemed utterly unfazed. "Y'all have been actin' like I was dead." She cackled, brushing a hand through her platinum curls. "Well, surprise. I'm still here and I've got plenty to say. But I'm gonna need a cocktail first." Nanny Fay didn't head straight for a press conference or the steps of a courthouse. No, she made her first post-release appearance at a family fish fry in the backyard, surrounded by the scent of fried catfish, laughter, and a few suspiciously strong lemonades. Chase was on grill duty, under strict supervision, and Savannah hovered nearby, phone in hand, trying to field media calls and fried okra orders simultaneously. "They're back," Faye finally said, her voice quieter now, more reflective. "My babies are back, and Lord knows it's been a journey I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Not even that one gal who stole my seat at bingo in 2019. She looked off into the distance, her eyes misty. I've missed 'em. I've cried myself to sleep more nights than I can count. But I never doubted that God had a plan. Now, he might have been late delivering, but he did show up. According to close family sources, and let's be honest, Nanny Fay herself, the time during Todd and Julie's incarceration had been filled with worry, resilience, and more than a few nightly fast-time prayers. Julie always told me, "Mama, don't you worry about us. We're gonna come through this stronger." And Lord help me, that girl was right, Faye said, biting into a hush puppy. The reunion itself was reportedly tearful, tender, and, yes, televised. There were long embraces, heartfelt apologies, and one particular moment when Todd collapsed into his mother's arms and whispered, "Mama, I'm so sorry." Nanny Fay held him tight and replied, "Hush now. You're home. That's all that matters." But don't get it twisted. The Chrisley fire hadn't dimmed in Nanny Fay. She quickly pivoted from sentimentality to sass when asked if the family would return to reality TV. "Only if they let me run the show this time," she declared with a wink. "I've got stories that make Todd's look like bedtime tales." She didn't hold back on her feelings toward the justice system either. "I'll just say this. Some folks wear robes and pass judgment, but only the Lord knows the full story. And until he tells it, I'm gonna sip my bourbon and watch karma do its dance." With Todd and Julie now back under the same roof, albeit with ankle monitors and court-mandated counseling, the family was trying to find a new rhythm. Nanny Fay had been the glue, the comic relief, and the quiet warrior during the hardest chapter of their lives. And now she was ready to help rebuild, one laugh and one meal at a time. "Family ain't perfect," she mused, setting down her drink. "We mess up. We stumble. Sometimes we end up in places we never imagined. But love don't quit. And neither do I." In the days that followed, she was spotted at church, at the local Cracker Barrel, and to no one's surprise, at the bingo hall, holding court with a gaggle of ladies who looked at her like she'd just stepped out of a soap opera. When asked what was next, Nanny Fay smiled slyly. "I might write a book. Or start a podcast. Tellin' it with Faye. You think people are ready for the truth, the real truth." As she drove away in the Bourbon Bullet, Conway Twitty still crooning in the background, Nanny Fay left behind more than just the smell of catfish and perfume. She left behind a reminder that resilience doesn't always come wrapped in silence. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it shows up in leopard print with a smirk. Whatever the future holds for the Chrisleys, one thing is clear. Nanny Fay is back, bolder than ever, and she's got unfinished business, and probably a few legal opinions to share.